now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. His throw in the middle, taken in by Cole. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Mayfield. And now that completion, he's north of 200 yards here. And he'll take it in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jalen Richard now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Catch made here by Campbell. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Tampa.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is now 13.
His kick is good.
So we've reached halftime in a walk. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Chill out, nigga. CPU, dummy. I don't feel like playing this for any longer than I got to.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquise Lee. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good for a lot.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Incomplete.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Buccaneers.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Nick, what's going on? You getting beat? Oh, he in the game chest still.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit
Hey, tell that nigga Nick come to party chat, yo.
at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Yeah,
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Fuchsia, one kid, Battle Beauty,
At the 29-yard line.
and
Mayfield now.
game,
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he
Oh, that
goes.
is a good one.
Damon Harrison. He's the one to get him, and that is
Oh,
sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up third down.
They changed this, man.
Third and long for Mayfield. Mayfield down with the interception. His third. Picked up by
Hey Nick, let me switch this to offense only, dummy. I'm getting tired of busting this CPU ass. How the fuck I gotta pause it? Oh man, where's Johnny when you need him? I know you don't know how to do this shit.
Alright, bro.
Fuck, you ready to hop
I
off?
remember talking with
Oh
a
shit,
guy
he just
in
did.
the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The
line.
Raiders heading out to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. A gain of 3, second down.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that...
Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier. Fred Warner in on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. This is Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's a pickup.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
35.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.